Hey everybody, welcome to Jacob's Quest, and today the moment is finally here. This is trailer number 2, or maybe this is the first actual trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home, literally released maybe a minute ago as of this recording. This is my live reaction. I have not seen this yet at all. I have no idea what I'm gonna see or what I'm not gonna see. That has been the big question. Is Tobey and Andrew gonna show up? I don't know. Is Willem Dafoe gonna show up? Is Jamie Foxx gonna show up in this trailer? I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm really excited. By the way, movie studios, please release more trailers around this time at night. That way people are off work and they can actually record these reactions live rather than having to wait until they're off work. Anyways, rant over. Let's go ahead and watch this trailer for the first time ever. Here we go. And they always, okay, they always do that. Okay, Sony always does like this mini thing.
Ever since I got bit by that spider, I've only had 1 week where my life has felt normal.
Okay.
That was when you found out.
The tone already seems a little darker. Okay.
When you botched that spell where you wanted everyone to forget the Peter Parker Spider-Man, we started getting some visitors.
Oh man. Here we go.
From every universe.
From every universe.
Hello, Peter.
Oh, the bridge fight. Oh, this is gonna be amazing.
You're not Peter Parker.
I'm sorry, what was your name again?
Dr. Otto Octavius.
Wait, no, seriously, what's your actual name?
Oh my god.
There are others out there. We need to send them back. So, Scooby-Doo this crap.
You know, all this is kind of your mess. I know a couple of magic words myself, starting with the word please.
Please, Scooby-Doo this crap.
Scooby-Doo this crap. Okay. why is he sending them out to do it? Oh my god. Alright.
Flying out into
Ah! J.K. Simmons.
to fight ghosts.
What do you mean?
They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate.
They all die fighting Spider-Man.
I'm sorry, kid.
Yeah, me too.
Don't.
Oh no, he's gonna set him free. He's gonna set them all free.
Look, there has to be another way!
There isn't. They're a danger to our universe.
Oh yeah, look at that. He's whoa. Okay, Electro looks different.
You're struggling. Damn everything you want.
Goblin! Ah!
Make you
Who is that? Hold on. He had his goblin suit on, then he was wearing some. Oh, Sandman!
It's not my fault. I can't save everyone.
Whoa! Oh, there's Lizard. Ah! Okay. Whoa! Are they gonna Gwen Stacy her? Oh no. Oh, you don't have to Gwen Stacy here. Come on, don't do that. Don't do that to MJ. Come on.
What's happening?
They're starting to come through, and I can't stop them.
Who?
December 7th.
Who else is coming through?
Exclusively in movie theaters. Tickets on sale November 29th.
Oh man. November 29th, tickets on sale. December 17th. Okay, we saw a lot. Okay.
Monday.
Okay, is it Spider Monday? Is that what they said? Spider Monday. Interesting. Okay. Ooh. Lots to talk about. First, at least as far as I saw, no Tobey and Andrew. So that was a rumor going around that there was not going to be any Tobey and Andrew. Which I think I'm fine with, given how much they did show us. And they, you know, they all but said that the other Spider-Man are gonna also come through. They're like, oh, we're getting all these visitors, these people are all destined to be killed by Spider-Man. I think it's obvious, like, you know, I don't know why Kevin Feige would still try to say, no, the other Spider-Man are totally not gonna be in this movie and not show them in the trailer, but it's like, it's really obvious that they are. But wow, yeah, definitely the tone seems darker. I hope, I'm gonna be real with you, and I know this is probably like one of the last things people are talking about right now. I hope they do not kill off MJ and try, because I know like, oh, all the Spider-Mans have to have like their Gwen Stacy who die or whatever, but they don't have to do that. I like MJ. You don't have to do that. You can let her live. Don't do that. So anyways, that is my one thing. I'm like, I don't know about that. Okay, so let's go through this. Let's see what we can see. So obviously the bridge fight that we've seen quite a bit. Now this is interesting. Okay, so we have Green Goblin in his original costume that we've always seen, but later on in the trailer we see something slightly different. So here we go. Let's do. Okay, so we get this Spider-Man suit, which some people theorize might just be the normal suit inside out, which, I mean, that's possible. Let's see. Okay, so we get Doc Ock coming through the bridge, stuff we've seen. I do like how much Doc Ock was talking in this one, and that is the other interesting thing, is that like these are all villains that they say like, oh, they all die fighting Spider-Man, and this Doc Ock even directly says, oh, you're not Peter Parker, like so confirming that like that's not his Peter Parker, that's not the Peter Parker he recognizes, so that's pretty cool. Also, I want to point out, you see something else happening in the background here of this bridge fight. Like, he's running from Doc Ock, but what is this green stuff? Is this Green Goblin stuff that's happening in the back down here, or is that just trees that I'm seeing? Something's like going through these cars and exploding them. That's not, I don't know, those might just be trees, but something is, all these explosions are happening with these cars back here that doesn't look like it's being caused by Doc Ock, so that's interesting. Also, yeah, it definitely looks like Doc Ock is taking away some of the... It looks like he's ripped out a chunk of the Iron Spider suit, and then Peter transfers his mask to his chest, that way he doesn't die from this hit, because that hit would have killed him there. But as you can see, some of that nanotech is already on Doc Ock's legs here, which I'm not sure... because in Spider-Man 2, Doc Ock was not messing around with nanotech, so I'm not sure how that's happening. Maybe the legs are just that smart, because they are like artificial intelligence legs. So, if they say that the legs, yeah, you can see they're clearly different looking now. They have the red and the yellow on them. So if they say like, oh, well, the legs are smart enough to know how to do that, I'll buy it. Whatever. It's for the plot. I imagine that if he wanted to, Doc Ock could do it, so okay. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. There are leaks out there that have been out there for months and months and months that do mention quite a few things here, like this prison and that box that Spider-Man tries to steal later in the trailer. Those are things from the leaks. So if you don't want to know even more plot details, stay away from those leaks, because it looks like a lot of that stuff got confirmed today. So anyways, here we go. Is this not playing? There we go. Anyways, they're kind of making fun of his name. There's some lighthearted stuff here, so I enjoy that. It does look like they're building. Oh yeah, I see. It looks like they're making the Statue of Liberty, but with the Captain America shield, which is an interesting decision. Like, okay, I guess that makes sense. And then it looks like Electro is coming down. Yeah, we see some more shots here. That looks like Electro back there. And this is Spider-Man's way of trapping them using this suit here. See, they're talking. I enjoy the banter between them. I'm wondering, like, if their initial mission, it looks like their initial mission is to capture all the bad guys, and then Peter Parker maybe learns the truth that, like, oh, all of these bad guys get killed by a Spider-Man, and then he's like, oh, well, I don't want to kill people, so I'll let them free, right? That looks like what happens in the second half of the movie. So the whole first half, I think, is them doing their Scooby-Doo mission, and I love just J.K. Simmons, the Daily Bugle van right here. I love that. So yeah, we definitely get we see a little bit of Electro forming right here. We see some Sandman over here. We're gonna get a better look at this in a little bit. Let's see. See some more of their fights. This is going to be an interesting fight because, of course, this version of Spider-Man has legs just like Doc Ock does, so that's going to be an interesting thing to see. It looks like he tries to stop a bomb. This might actually be at someone's apartment. We saw some... Yeah, whatever this building here is, you see the Daily Bugle was right outside. It looks like it gets attacked by the Green Goblin, so that's interesting. Whatever this building is. I don't know if that's supposed to be where he and Aunt May live or what the deal is, but... Yeah, and it looks like Peter makes this decision, like split-second decision, to be like, you know what? I'm gonna free all these guys. And of course, that's where Peter and Doctor Strange are gonna start their fight. So we've seen them fighting in other trailers, so that all makes sense now. And again, this is stuff that is from the leaks that have been out there for months. So yeah, just a lot of that stuff coming to fruition, which definitely, you know, even further for me, even further confirms that, like, yeah, definitely Toby and Andrew are in this movie, especially if all those other leaks are true. So it's like, obviously this is true as well. So we see some interesting stuff here. So here is our Electro. Okay, obviously he's not blue anymore, which he was in the Amazing Spider-Man movies, but it's still Jamie Foxx. What I love is that the electricity is forming his mask. His Electro, you know, he has like this star-shaped mask on his face in the comics. So I do like that just kind of shows up momentarily, like as his powers. But yeah, we get a pretty good look at him here. Yeah, he's not blue. Very, very interesting. He has all these cables going through him. So here's my thing, is that, and something else that this basically confirms for me is that while yes, these are all versions of those same bad guys we saw in those movies, these are variants of those. So basically, this is not the exact same Electro that we saw in that other movie. This is like a variant. He's still played by Jamie Foxx. He still has the same powers. He's still called Electro, and based on what Doctor Strange says in this trailer, he still ends up getting killed by Spider-Man, but he just happens to look a little bit different. You know what I mean? So basically it's a way of having their cake and eating it too. They can have cameos of these actors playing these characters, but they can also leave those other movies intact. Basically, this movie is not going to undo any of the events in those other movies, because I know some people were having concerns about, like, oh, Doc Ock stays a bad guy instead of becoming a good guy, you know, and so on and so forth, right? Basically, this is their way of saying, no, this is just a variant of that Doc Ock. It's the same actor playing the same character. They look very similar, but that movie is intact. That's its own universe, and this is a variant of that universe coming to the MCU universe. It's all, you know, maybe it's a little confusing, but that's essentially how you explain away things like, hey, Electro is not blue. That's weird. Well, it's because this is not the exact same Electro. Also, it looks, if you look at that, it looks as if he was shooting at Doc Ock. So maybe Doc Ock does, you know, this version of Doc Ock, maybe he does become good again, which is interesting. And I enjoy that, because Doc Ock becoming a good guy again, that works for me. I enjoy that. Let's see, he's being attacked by Electro while he still has the box, which, you know, again, I'm still kind of confused by it, because the box, I think, is supposed to be their prison or something. And obviously this is a completely different shot now. He's falling. Okay, so here we go. We get a pretty good look at our Green Goblin. Okay, so obviously this is an all CG suit. So this is not a practical suit, looks like. We're gonna see something later where he's wearing something very different. So I have to imagine that this helmet or something gets destroyed pretty quickly. I do like the way they've added a lot of shading to it, because the original suit was very much just like shiny green all over, whereas here they've definitely added some, you know, a little bit of damage, scuff, and some shading and stuff like that to it. So that's pretty cool. Here we go. Here's the shot actually of you know, as you can see, it looks as though, yeah, it looks as though the helmet gets destroyed at some point, because he's clearly not wearing it here. He's got a hood on, and it looks like he's got some extra components to the armor here. You see he's got this thing on his arm and on his shoulder. So yeah, something happens with Green Goblin's armor. Maybe he gets beat up and he adds some stuff to it, because clearly he's got upgrades or something. So something happened here, a little bit different. Looks like he's got some purple on there, so that's pretty cool. I love that they're able to do both. You know, they're able to be like, okay, here's the classic costume that you all wanted to see, but some of you didn't want to see, and we're also in the movie gonna have something happen where we can give him a different costume. It's like, mess it around a little bit. So that's pretty cool. And again, I really hope that they don't kill MJ. So something crazy is happening here. I don't know if this is like the end of the movie or if this is like the halfway point. But yeah, so here we get our first good looks at, we see the Lizard on our right, Electro on the left. We see Sandman here, which again, just like Doc Ock, Sandman, it's like, is Sandman staying a bad guy? Because he was not under the control of anybody. Sandman, he was essentially trying to be good, but he felt like he had to do bad things in order to pay for his kid's sickness. So I'm wondering how they kind of mess with that, because maybe he feels like he's got to be a bad guy to try and get home. I don't know. I'm curious how they're gonna rectify him just choosing to side with the villains, because Sandman was not really evil per se in Spider-Man 3, so that's interesting. And then of course Lizard's here confirming that no, it's not Venom, it is Lizard and Electro. So that's pretty cool. We get our Sinister 5 not Sinister 6 quite yet, but who knows, there could always be a surprise at like an end credits or something. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, this shot right here, I fully believe that this shot has had some things digitally removed purposefully for the trailer. Because you look at this shot, look at the way it's framed, look at, you got 3 people on the right, only 1 Spider-Man on the left. I am fully convinced that there are actually going to be another Spider-Man up here and another Spider-Man right here, and that's the actual shot in the movie. But for the trailer, they've removed that. Marvel does this all the time. They're always removing stuff digitally from trailers. So yeah, bet on that. Sorry about the coughing. Still a little bit of a cold. The other thing, if you notice, some of our leaked pictures that we've had have scaffolding very much like this. You know that Andrew Garfield one that was going around? It looks exactly like this. So I'm fully convinced that this is that scene. There's absolutely 2 more Spider-Man right there that they've just removed. And Andrew Garfield, that one shot we have of him, he's in this scene. I promise you. So there you go. So yeah, it looks like a lot of fighting with Sandman and Lizard and Electro. It looks like Sandman kind of gets turned to glass right here, like he gets fried by Electro, which is interesting. And then you can see the shield starts falling down, which, again, putting a Captain America shield on the Statue of Liberty, like, I get it, but also I don't know how I feel about that. So let's see. He looks really beat up here. Like that's like the most beat up we've ever seen Tom's Spider-Man, I think. See, again, I hope that they do not kill her. I hope they let her live. This is very reminiscent of the Gwen Stacy death. So I hope that's not the case. I really, really hope that's not the case. Oh man, sorry about the coughing, really. I've been fighting this cold for like the last 3 or 4 days now, and it's, I mean, I'm getting better, but I definitely, like, if I talk for too long, I definitely, like, the coughing comes back. So yeah, anyways, yeah, that is Spider-Man No Way Home. That's the brand new trailer. A lot of leaks got confirmed today. I just want you guys to know that. So if you don't want to know any more of the leaks, you got to stay off the internet, because so much stuff got confirmed, a lot of rumors, and I am more convinced than I ever have been that Andrew and Toby are in this movie, because of several shots in there that match up with leaked pictures that we have that bring legitimacy to those pictures, even more so. So yeah, there you go. Spider-Man No Way Home. Let me know what you guys think. I am super excited. I'm not even bummed that Andrew and Toby were not in this trailer, because I feel like we got so much. I'm not bummed at all, to be honest with you. I'm not bummed at all. Alright, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.